Hey Jake, Isla, Gemma, and now Samantha. Welcome to our class, Samantha. We're so happy to have you. And it's a thrilling Thursday with my cat ears on. Do you guys like them? I do. So today we're going to be working on ordering fractions from least to greatest. So we'll do a couple of review problems. We have a word problem to do, and then you'll go into the Google Classroom, complete your Google Doc, and then we'll meet today at 11:30 with Samantha. So excited. All right, so let's go ahead and review. So I'm going to take the fractions 1/3, 2/4, and 3/12. Now remember, you can't order these fractions if they don't have a common denominator. So what do we have to do? Find a common denominator. So I'm going to line my fractions up vertically. Remember, that's up and down on the side. So I'm going to say 1/3, 2/4, 3/12. And then look at your denominator and say to yourself, what number can all these denominators go into? Well, always try to use one of the denominators that I give you. And look at that, 12 goes into 12, 4 goes into 12, and 3 goes into 12. So we can use 12 as our common denominator. Perfect. So, do a little squiggly line here. So I'm going to write down 12, 12, 12. Just like that. And then we say to ourselves, well, this one stays the same because it's just 12 times 1 is 12. So remember, whatever we multiply the denominator by, we multiply the numerator by. So 12 times 1 is 12, so 3 times 1 is 3. That stays the same. 4 times 3 is 12, so we have to say then 2 times 3 is 6. So times 3 times 3. Then we have 3 times what is 12? Oh, 3 times 4 is 12, so 1 times 4 is 4. So we write down 4. So multiply it by 4. Now, we can easily order these fractions from least to greatest, but remember, we have to order the original fraction. So I'm going to write down 3/12, then 1/3, then 2/4. So remember, you have to order the original fraction. And you have your fraction strips in your folders, so you can use those to check. But I want you to be doing all the work in your Show My Workbook by finding common denominators. And we will practice at 11:30. So let's do one word problem together as well, because you do have one to practice. So here we go. I'm going to read it to you. Ellen is baking her favorite chocolate cake. She needs 2/3 cup sugar, 2/4 cup milk, and 5/6 cup chocolate chips. List the ingredients in order from least to greatest. All right, I will do that. So I need to write down my three. I'm gonna write down my 3 ingredients. So I have 2/3, 2/4, and 5/6. So let's see. Can we use one of the denominators that's given? 6 goes into 6. Does 4 go into 6? No. So use your chart and figure out what's the least common multiple that all 3 numbers go into. Well, I know that it's 12, because 6 goes into 12, 4 goes into 12, and 3 goes into 12. So that's going to be my common denominator. I'm going to write down 12. Just like that. Then again, we have to do our multiplication. So 6 times what equals 12? Times 2. So then 5 times 2 equals 10. Because remember, whatever you multiply the denominator by, you must multiply the numerator by. So 4 times what equals 12? Times 3. So 4 times 3 equals 12, then 2 times 3 equals 6. 3 times what equals 12? Times 4. So times 4, and then 2 times 4 equals 8. Now I can list my ingredients in order from least to greatest. Because remember, it says list the ingredients in order from least to greatest. So let's see here. The smallest one is the 612, so that's really the 2/4, so that was the milk. So she needs the least amount of milk. So we'll write down milk, and I can check it off. All right, then comes the 8/12, which is the 2/3, and the 2/3 was the sugar. So I can write down the sugar, and then we know the last ingredient is the chocolate chips. So then we have milk, sugar, chocolate chips. So when Ellen bakes her cake, she needs the most amount of chocolate chips, which is good because I know she likes a lot of chocolate. All right, guys, have a good morning. I'll see you at 11:30, and any questions you have, that's your time to ask. Bye, guys.